Hey there, it's Clumpkin. Hope you're having a great day so far. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Um, I have. That's a feeling that I'm pretty very familiar with. And I've experienced my whole life. Not for really any good reason, to be honest. Just kind of something that goes on in my own head. Um, this feeling kind of always has been, I'd say, since I was little. Um, and it was mainly in school. I was a bit of a weird, I was a bit of a weird kid, right? I'm like one of the first. I was born in 2007, and I had an iPad when I was like 5. So I'm like one of the first iPad kids, I think. Um, and I had all this like, this like YouTube humor and all this shit that like these other kids who are like 8 don't get because they weren't exposed to this stuff that I shouldn't have been exposed to. And that kind of that made me weird. It made me a really weird kid quoting Smosh at other kids who don't understand what I'm talking about. Um, and I've always gone along with other people. Um, I get along fine. I'm a huge people pleaser, so I'd always just try my best to be somebody that everybody could like. So I could fit in because I had such a need to fit in with other people and to be included. Um, I told this story on the channel before, but I like my need to be included. I remember this goes along with another topic I said before too, but I remember my childhood friend. We used to play soccer with the rest of my class, and there'd be teams. And I remember pestering him so often about if I was going to be on his team or not. Just for that reason. Because I wanted to be a part of something. I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure that they really, really wanted me there. Like for real. And they weren't pretending. Because, on top of being weird, I was also an incredibly emotional kid. I cried a lot. And that didn't stop until like middle school, like seventh grade. And even then, I still cried. Um, and it was kind of something I was known for, right? Like, which is awful. Um, and and the reason why this is important is because I was so scared that people were only my friend because they pitied me, and they were scared that if they weren't my friend, I was gonna cry. And this is something that no child should ever think. And I don't know why I thought this. But that was just how it was for me. Was I needed like absolute certainty that they wanted that I was um their friend. Because I thought that they thought that they were being a pity friend to me. Everybody in my life. Um, and yeah, I just I've never truly felt like I've belonged anywhere. I think closest is gosh, I actually don't even know. Um, I had a weird sense of belonging of like finally in my life, like my senior year of high school, and that was like the one I finally like kind of felt like I truly made something of myself. And then as soon as I do, I graduate. But yeah, elementary school. I've always had a bunch of friends, for the most part, and I've always been in friend groups, and I've always been likable to my knowledge. Right, I've never had anyone like outright hate on me. I don't think I've had anybody openly dislike me. Just because I'm such a people pleaser and a little bit of a pushover. But I've never in all these groups and all these friends, I never felt like I belonged, no matter how hard they were, no matter how nice they were to me or no matter like how much, I guess, respect they had for me, right? No, like I had some like truly amazing friends when I was little who would like make sure I was okay, and but even then I just never felt like I truly belonged in any one place, or in any one group. Um, Especially, I just never felt that way. Um, I've always been very, I don't want to say independent, but a bit of a loner, and I'm a bit of a self-proclaimed loser. But I don't think anyone would argue with me if I told them that. Uh, but yeah, I always feel out of place, like my whole life, and that has run incredibly deep to the point where I had thought some pretty bad things and was willing to do a pretty bad thing to myself, because of how badly I felt like I didn't belong. Just to the point where it was like, I don't even think I should be alive, right? Like, I don't belong so much that I'm not even supposed to be on the earth. Um, like that's how deep that ran for me. And I've still never really felt or had like the closest I've had, I think, was as well that high school experience, that end of high school experience. But also I guess the closest is my girlfriend and the world that she has allowed me to be a part of. Um, but even then, I still feel so out of place, right? And I think I'm not a therapist. I don't know anything about the human brain or psychology. I know jack diddle squat, right? But I think it's something like self-esteem related, if I had to guess, or self-worth related. That I've just never seen myself as someone who is deserving and or just like should be a part of anything, right? I've never like this whole not belonging thing is like a it's like a self for me. I understand that I understand that some people they get excluded, right? And they get this feeling. I feel like my sense of not belonging is a very self-made issue. Whether that's on purpose or not. It's like how my brain works, right? My brain won't let me be comfortable or happy or really anything so often, right? And uh like gosh, it's hard to explain, right? It's one of those things that's like it's really hard to put into words. And I do want to preface 8 minutes into the video that this is something I'm not this isn't much of an advice thing. This is more of a I'm sharing my experience to make anyone feel less alone in their experiences. Um, but yeah, as a weird little loser kid. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've never had that sense of belonging, no matter how amazing I've had of friends or caring of family or anything. I always feel out of place, almost out of body a lot of the time. Something that's like, it's just never, my life has never clicked in place. Um, and I have these moments, right, where I do truly feel like I'm in the right part of my life, but it's so far and few in between, and it's only really in feelings of solitude or alone with the people I love the most, right? Every other time I'm like, I should be doing something else. I should be somewhere else. I shouldn't be here. But there's no other place, right? That's the weirdest thing. There's no other place I would rather be. It's not even like a grass is greener type of situation. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else, to be honest. it's just where I am, I don't always feel like I belong. And that's such a weird, it's such a weird feeling. And it's such a weird thing. And I've tried numerous things. I've tried bettering myself. Uh, tried being less depressed. I've tried being less, really anything. Nothing medically I've tried yet. Um, and if I may be vulnerable here, I'm very scared of medications. Not that I don't believe in them. I'm very scared of how they will affect me, and um, I'm very scared of how they'd affect me because I feel like I'm a person with a tendency of addiction, and I'm scared of how medications would affect me. So I haven't tried any of those yet. Um, but yeah, I've just never. And look, I'm 18, like halfway to 19, over halfway, and I still have plenty, hopefully, plenty more life to live. All right, um, and I still have so many opportunities, and so many chances to try and find a place in my life that I feel like the most me. And I know we'll get there someday. And the closest I've ever been uh, is with my friends and my partner and sometimes my family. Um, very few times, but I'd say like my brothers, mostly. And I will find, this is like affirmation at this point. I will find a place where I feel like I belong, and I do belong on this planet, and I do belong here, um, for better or for worse, right? Um, yeah, I just I don't know. This is something I wanted to talk. This was something I wanted to talk about, and just kind of something I wanted to express outwardly, and just kind of talk about. 'Cause it's never something I feel like I've ever really tried to put into words. It's just always a feeling that I've understood but never knew how to explain. And yeah, uh, what I can say is I think in recent times, um, in recent times, I think the most I've ever felt that I've belonged is like the most like the safest and the happiest, I guess. Not, yeah, around about the happiest and safest and just most like, yeah, I think I'm good here is when my girlfriend would host like dinner parties with her friends and I'd be included. I'd so graciously be included. Um, yeah, that's when I would feel like the most like I I feel here. I'm like present and I'm existing and I'm okay with where I am. Um, because I love I just I love like hearing about other people's lives and just the concept of just being around a table with other people and hearing about their lives and just kind of like being present. It's a feeling of belonging that I don't get a lot. um, and I think that's helped me a lot. And I really, really appreciate those moments so much. Um, Especially because I'm just a little bit of a loner. Right? I have a few friends and I love them. Um, but I don't have that many friends um anymore. And yeah, it's these few moments that really make me like feel grounded and give me a sense of like this is what it's all about. um, yeah, I hope this wasn't too like tangent tangenty. Um, I'll just listen to like tangent like. I really I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this because I thought it was interesting, and I hope you think it's interesting too. um, and yeah, if you ever feel like you don't belong, I really, it's not something I have advice for, and I feel really guilty about that. To be honest, and I don't have a way of fixing that, right? Um, it's like I really, it's beyond me actually, and I'm really sorry that I don't have the answers to this. What I wanted to do here was just share my experience and be here and help you feel like other people go through this too. Um, so again, I really would like to apologize that I and be sorry that I don't have a solution and I don't have the answers. But what I do have is presence and comfort, and that's all I can try and give sometimes. So, yeah. I think that's it for the video. So, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck through the whole thing, it means the world to me. And I have an email. I've been for the last like 3 videos or 3 weeks. I finally set up the Clumpkin email. So if there's anything that you want to email me about, for advice, or you want me to make a video on, kind of like a weekly slap kind of thing, because that's the point of this channel. That was the point of this channel at first. Was to be a kind of weekly slap-esque thing. So if there's anything you want me to make a video on, email me. If you want my advice, email me, or really anything. I'll try my best to respond in a timely manner, if you so want to. So I'll link that in the description below. It sounds so weird to say. Um, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week. And don't forget to tell somebody you love them. Okay. Thank you again. See ya.